Hey everyone, Stephanie here. So, this is going to be a journal share. Okay. This is one of my newest journals, my latest. I have many. This is the journal that I created using a composition book. Okay. I'm just going to give you a little walkthrough of, how I created it and, show you just a page because I really just started working in it, because I haven't had a lot of time to do anything. So, these are the composition books that allowed the girls turn into junk journals. Now, this has been going on for a while, so there are lots of videos around about it. So I'm not the first. Okay, and I've always wanted to do that because I thought, well, that's kind of cool and easy. So, um, you know, you just got the basic composition book from you can get them anywhere, literally Dollar Tree, Walmart, wherever they sell stationery, you can get a composition notebook. Okay, and some of them actually do have different measurements. Okay, just so you're aware of that. Now I know you probably can't see it on this camera, but you know what I mean. So just pay attention to the measurements. This has 100 sheets, 200 pages, so that's front and back. And also pay attention to the sturdiness of the cover. Some of the places that sell these, the cover is very, very flimsy, and it'll be, well, I mean, you can still obviously make the journal, your junk journal or whatever, but it's better if the cover is sturdier, in my opinion. Alrighty. So I got this one at Dollar Tree. Okay. And school time, back to school, they got a lot of back to school stuff out at this time of this filming of this video. So that's where I grabbed these. But I've gotten them from Target before last year. And there are lots of places you can get these. Okay. So now what I did was you know, it's not perfect, but it's gorgeous to me, and that's all I care about. It didn't come out well. It came out kind of the way I wanted it to. To be honest, I really didn't have a vision. I had a color palette that I had in mind, but outside of that, I really didn't know what I really wanted to do with it. So I just pulled out a bunch of my my papers, the paper packs, my scrapbook papers, and my die cuts and all that. And I just kind of layered some stuff together, and I wanted to see what looked good with what. And of course, I have a lot of trim, so I use some trim on the spine here. Okay, this took me about a day or so to do because I had to let the well. First, you have to put your paper down. You have to choose your papers, and you have to cut it down. You're gonna need a corner cutter for your corners, okay, to cut your corners. And I just wasn't sure exactly, like I said, what I want to do with this cover. Right, I love this, but I was like, outside of that, I didn't really have a clue. So I just started playing with some stuff, and this is what I came up with. Now I dug in my trim drawers over here with my ribbons and stuff, and I had all these beautiful ribbons, right? So I was like, oh, I love these colors. So they matched this perfectly. So that's what I did. I just glued everything on. I used what glue did I use, y'all? I used Fabric Fix on, to glue it down, and I let it dry. Okay, and what I used on the spine was because you're gonna have to reinforce the spine as much as you can. I glued some washi tape, like 2 layers of washi tape on the spine. I don't even know if you can see that. Okay, I glued 2 layers of washi tape on the spine just to keep the spine sturdy. So once you start working in this journal and it starts to get real fat and fluffy, it's going to bow out, and then it's going to get, kind of thick. And then you want the spine to always sort of, be there and maintain itself. And these are just like, little jimmies, that come in the packs here. These little ones. So they're really pretty. They look like little icicles. So I thought that was pretty. And this is one of my journal charms I made. I have lots of journal charms in my Etsy shop. My link is down below. Okay. I have different types of journal charms, journal and book. Well, they look like bookmarks. They're really just beaded journal charms. That's what I'm calling them, but you can use it for whatever you want. So I have some of these, and they're reasonably priced, and I have some more expensive ones. Okay, and different characters: Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake, Barbie. You know, different ones. Okay, so but these are just so pretty, and I just love them. So this one's mine. Okay, let me see. Can I even show y'all this? Because it's so pretty, And it's perfect for a bigger journal like this, right? So it's so perfect, right? So fun, right? So I have several of these available in the shop, and the link is down in the description if you want to check that out, okay? So this is my cover, and I use, one of the gemstones here as well that I put here. And this is my title. Show them you aren't the ordinary type. That's me all the way. So let's go in now. I did put, like I said, scrapbook paper here. I glued it on and I had to cut it down, obviously. And then, y'all, I used a couple of different collections. I used some scrapbook from a scrapbook pad from Hobby Lobby, and I used some Dina Wakley scrapbook paper, and then I have some stuff paper that I cut out from pulled out from a magazine. So you can use anything you want to create your journal. It's up to you. It's what you want it to look like. Okay, so I just use scrapbook paper for this, for the background here, for both of these backgrounds. I thought it was so pretty and colorful. I just like the colors. It looks real artsy to me, colorful. I always make everything artsy anyway. So I created two pockets. Now I'm probably gonna put some washi tape here. Okay, I might put some washi tape there. But I created two pockets. Let me see if I can hold it up. And I still got some stuff on this other page here. Alrighty, so I just created two pockets here so I can put in my ephemera and my stickers and everything I wanted. Okay, and then this is some of the things that I used. I just put in here. Now these are some of my cards that I did some spraying and ink dotting on. These are just like index cards, and then I pulled out, this is this little scrapbook, you know, um, piece. And then this is like a frame that was part of the little ephemera pack. This was a part of some other pack here, this one. And then these are my little art cards here. Okay, so I like to mix the elements of everything that I do. I like to mix my art elements along with other things that I have, right? So that just always gives me a very unique look to all of the things that I do. Okay. So some of these are going to just be like crafty pages and some are going to be real artsy pages. So I'm going to have a little mix of everything in there, but I love these colors. So I stuck them in here. Okay. All right. I put all these little doodads in here and I had a lot of this stuff in here, but I already did this page. Now this little short video, there's a 2-part video up on my TikTok page if you want to go check it out. I am Stephanie G Creative over on TikTok if you're not over on TikTok. Alrighty, so they're both just little 10-minute videos. Okay, so you can check it out over there if you want. How I created this page. Now I put some of these stickers in here. These are 5 stickers. They came in a book, a thick book with tons of stickers, y'all. Tons of stickers. So I just kept them in there. And then this is one of my laminated cards. I had intended to turn this into a bookmark, but I don't know. It's a little big, so I'm just use it for whatever. I don't know what, but I put it in here. Maybe it's a page marker or something like that. So now let me talk about these. These are the paper dolls that I got at Dollar Tree. Okay, I love these things. Now they are on the big side. They are big. They're very big. Let me see what size these are, y'all, just to give you a thing here. So these are probably a good 8.75 inch 8.75 inches long piece. Okay, so that's big. All right, so but you can still cut them down. Okay, you can find a way to cut them down. Cut them down at the body and the shoulders, whatever you want to do. Heck, you can just cut it off here and just have the top, whatever you want to do. I like them like this for now. And what I did with these, I just collaged old book pages on top of these. This is a boy and this is a girl one. So I just collaged old book pages on these. So, and then I used matte medium on top, just in case I decided I want to use some sprays or some markers or some, art crayons or something like that. You know what I mean? I wanted them to have sort of a basic, neutral background. So if I did add color, it would look really, really cool. So, that's what I'm going to do. And I just tore up the book pages and put them on here. So this is what the back looks like. I'm probably going to have to, maybe put something on the back, but I don't know, because if you're gonna glue it on something, it kind of doesn't matter, y'all. You can just put it on whatever, right? Like I did here. All right, now I didn't use matte medium on this particular one. Okay, so let's look at her. She is wild and free. So this is scrapbook paper. This is an acetate sheet. This is a Dollar Tree sticker. That's one of the fish stickers. This little glasses and lips, and this is a Dollar Tree butterfly, y'all. I can't think. And I just kind of layered it like that. Kind of wanted to keep it simple for the first page, simple but cute, right? So yeah, and this is some of the ephemera, that I got in those packs and stuff that you get from Hobby Lobby or whatever. So I love how this came out. This is so cool, and I just love it so much. Okay, and then I went around it with my ladybug daughters. Okay, so that was my first page. All right, quick and easy. Again, there a two-part video over on my TikTok, Stephanie G Creative over on TikTok if you want to check it out. Okay. And what I did was to reinforce the pages, I put washi tape. I stuck 3 pages, I glued 3 pages together and just put washi tape down to kind of give it some, some stiffness so it can hold itself together. Now, this is a scrapbook page here. Okay. From one of the paper pads that I got. And then I think this is Vicky Booten, y'all. I believe that's Vicky Booten. I don't know. I think I cut this out of a magazine, I think, or book or something. I thought it was a cute image. So I mean, you can mix your elements here. So I cut that out and thought it was cool. I may color it in. I don't know. I kind of like the look of black and white on top of color. I just love that look, right? You can always add other elements to it, to brighten the colors up or whatever. These are just some ephemera. I think these are actually stickers, y'all. That I got at Daiso. I think I got these, but I thought this would be really cute. I don't know, but I just was playing around with it. I thought that was cute, right? So we'll see. I may do that in one of the videos coming up. I'm going to be working in this journal periodically, and you'll get to see me do a few layouts. Oh, see, on this platform, it's easy because the videos can be a lot longer, and I can teach a little bit more. So yeah, now this is 11 minutes in now. This is a chatty video. I'm not gonna put it in the title, so if that bothers you, you may want to turn it off. Okay. All right. So this is a Dina Wakely collage sheet out of her collage books. Okay, Dina Wakely. Dina Wakely. Yes, Dina Wakely. Now I actually put this page upside down, y'all. So I'm gonna have to put something on top of this. Now, here's what I was thinking. Well, not on this page, but I'm gonna do some stuff on this page. This is a greeting card. I just cut it apart, and kept the front of it. Okay, and then I, did some stuff to the face and stuff. Put a little. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that there because I kind of tore that off, but I have an idea for that for over here. I think that would look really cool. Okay, we'll see though. We'll see. I was just playing with things. I had it laid kind of like this. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I thought that looked cool, but we'll see because I got 10,000 things I can use on these pages. See, it's not gonna stay. But anyway, I glued this page in. You see how I glued it? I glued each page in with washi tape, but I glued this upside down. But it doesn't matter because I'm gonna put some stuff over it anyway. Now this is a magazine page that I tore out of a magazine. So I thought this was cool, and I like the faces on here. So, and then some of the writing, I thought that was cool, and then tried to put some I put some washi tape on here first, and then I put this on top of it, so it got a little wonky right here, but that's okay. And as you see here, it makes the pages stiff. So I glued 3 pages together. I think maybe 4. I might have glued 3 or 4 pages together. I don't know. And then I left some pages open, so if I want to do some double layouts, I can do that. So, and then I just put some washi tape here. And this is one of the Dina Wakely just sheets out of her collage books. I think this is Jane Davenport washi tape. I think this is Dina Wakely. So, I just went throughout and I only did a little bit in the journal, to get me started because as I go along, I'm going to add other things, but I want to just add some cool elements now. So I kept a lot of these pages open for different layouts and stuff. And I, taped this one in. I love that background. See, it's very artsy. You know what I mean? That's how you can do it. You could do it every 3 or 4 pages if you want. It's clearly up to you. You get your favorite washi and put the pages together. You glue them first and then you put your washi on there. And I will also glue down the washi tape. And then, just to reinforce everything because you don't want it falling apart. So this is one of Dina Wakely's collage pages. Alrighty, so you can use any kind of pages that you want, any type of washi you want. It's up to you how you want it to look. So I kind of left off there, y'all. That's how much I got done. And I still have this other stuff to do. So I like these journals, though. This is a grid journal. I think I got this at Target, y'all, for like $1. They may still have them. I got them like a year or 2 ago. But yeah, so you can use the grid pages or line pages. It doesn't matter because you're going to cover it up anyway, unless you have a preference. I didn't really care. I just liked that I like the way the journal felt. It felt really nice to me. It lays flat. But y'all, let me show you some Journal clips. Oh wait, that's not them. Hold on a second, y'all. I got some new journal clips that I made. Hold on, y'all. Just a second. They were up here and I moved them. So let me show y'all my journal clips. Okay. Now I have some in my shop as well. I have journal clips. This is just a pause in this video, just so I can share this with you. These are some journal clips. Now these, no, see, I turned my focus off on the camera because it was driving me batty. These are like little, these are magnetic clips. Okay. So I have sets of clips, journal clips in my shop, and some of them come, regular clips, and some of them have magnets on the back of them, so you can glue them to things. Not glue them to things, but you can put them on things, magnetic wise, and then they open like that. So you can still use it on a journal. But check this out. These are some clips that I got. Look at this one. Isn't it pretty? I made these. Okay, that's what they look like. And then I can just kind of glue them like that. Let me show you. I'm gonna glue them. Like, look at this one. This is kind of a vintage. Look at this journal. Isn't it cool? That's a cool looking journal, huh? Let's see. I would just put a few here, so you can put your pages down as you're working, right? Isn't it cool? I love that. So cool. So I have a few for myself, I only have 3 of these because I didn't have any other acrylics to match it. But people are loving these, the journal clips. You can use them journals, planners, whatever you want, books, whatever. And then I also have these. Okay, look at these. So very cute, right? Isn't this cute? I can't even find these acrylics anymore, but if I find these, I'm definitely gonna get more. So these are the bigger acrylics. Alrighty. So he only got 3 of these too because I didn't have any more, right? So that's so cool looking. So I love that. So those are my clips. As of now, they're mine. But I have other ones available in my shop. Again, the link is down in the description. Okay. So I'm creating a whole little set of things to use for my journals here. Now let's get on with it so we can get to the end here. Now this is the back part. I just glued a butterfly here. And I just made another pocket for, put something back there. So that's really it. And I put some scrapbook paper on here and some on the back. So I laid my scrapbook paper down first before I put this stuff down, right? You have to let this dry first. So you have to make it in stages, okay? I'm not sure. I might put something on the back, have something really cool looking. And I think it's came out really, really nice for my first one. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to have some trim on the, the outside of it and all that. So yeah, very nice, right? Really, really cool looking. So if you ever want to, try turning a composition book into a junk journal, you should definitely try it. I think it'll be well worth your time to do so. Okay. Again, there's lots of videos on the YouTube of people actually showing you, walking you through step by step how to do it. I didn't want to do that because it was already done, and I knew it was going to take me a long time, and there might have been more than one video, and it would have just been a lot. So I just wanted to share it with you. I actually made another one. And I made another one. I'm still working on it. And I have a few more that I'm making. So then they're all going to be for different things, right? So yeah, you can make them different themes. You can make whatever theme you want, right? So yeah, these are so much fun. And you can just keep them. And I'm going to make a journal charm to go with each one of them as well. Okay. Alrighty. So all right, I think that's it for the share. I just wanted to give you something to inspire you. And you can make a trip to Dollar Tree if you want to try any of these items. I'm not affiliated. It's just, where I got the stuff. All righty. So if you have any questions or comments after the video is over, you can leave it down below and I'll answer it and get back to you. And if you can give me a follow on all of my social media, if I can talk, at Stephanie G Creative. I am on all social media platforms, most of them. All the links you need are down in the description. You can click my Linktree link and then take you to all of my socials and the Etsy shop and everything. Alrighty, take a look and see if you may, something that may interest you. Okay. Yeah. So that's it, y'all. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao.